Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Tail Hub powered by Priority TV. Now, ever heard of the word emasculated, where men are being subjected to nothingness? And ever heard of the phrase, a man who can provide for his family is worse than an infidel? Yeah, today we are talking emasculated. My name is Faye. We go on a short break and I'll see you right after this. The Tail Hub is proudly sponsored by Urban Fleet app, a platform where you can rent, list, and make good revenue on your vehicles. Joining us today is... So, a backstory actually to this is I was at a recent event and there was a particular act that caught my attention. He was steady dropping some points, some motivation talks that will just make you go home and just reason your life, and then he was dropping the motivation and there was laughter and comedy attached to it. And I said, this is the perfect guest for this episode. His name is comedian Brain Wheezy, aka the motivational comedian. Dripping like fresh agege bread.
I was waiting for you to finish the hype.
It's not hype. Guys, if you see or watch this guy perform.
Oh my god.
I mean, first off, let's even be very, very respectful. Welcome, sir, to our set.
Thank you for having me here.
So I always need to ask my guys, because that day I saw you were not this chilled. What's going on? Because you were not, I mean, this guy performed and it was on the go. People wired him money.
So the thing is this.
I need to start tagging along with you.
Yeah,
because there's always money. So you were about to say.
So the thing is this. My life on stage is different from my life off stage. That's just the stuff. Yeah.
Word again.
I don't drop word.
You don't drop up now. You don't drop up. So you refer to
when you're in a room, you do as the Roman does, right?
Yeah.
Good. I'm trying to follow your lead.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So I mean, you refer to yourself as a motivational comedian.
Yeah.
Where did this motivation start from?
Good question.
So you did just wake up one morning and say, I want to be dropping motivational quotes?
No. Now, over the time, I'm the kind of person that I like doing something the different way. They say it's a fool that will do the same thing and expect different results. We're in a particular industry where there's so much people coming in every day.
Very porous.
Meeting the thousands of people that are already there. And the only way you can stand out is to bring something different to the table, to do something different, you get. And personally, I'm a kind of person that like communicating value in anything I do. Aside from my even comedy personality, anytime I'm doing anything, I just love adding value to people's life, you get. So these things, this motivation aspect of me has been there right from childhood, right from age 7.
Oh.
I started as a motivational speaker though.
Where? Church?
Yeah, that's
everybody always starts from church.
So I started from 7 years to do all this debate, do Bible quotes and stuff like that.
What was your name then, though?
Wisdom has always been my real name is Wisdom.
Oh,
so I used to give my real name then. So Wisdom. At the point, even the motivation gave me scholarship then. You understand? But when I moved from Abuja to Lagos, I start facing...
that was actually going to be my second question. Why did you move to Lagos?
Yeah, because...
did you have an experience? Were you not making the money in ABG?
No, the thing is this. At a particular point in my life, I noticed a change in location does a lot of things to me spiritually. Yeah, I don't know if this is going...
spiritual things.
So, months before I even came to Lagos, my spirit was already in Lagos. There was this push that, bro, just... change this location, just go do this, because whether we like it or not, anything where you do for Nigeria, if you never touch Lagos like that,
it'd be like play.
Yeah, the figures I was controlling back then in Abuja compared to what I'm controlling now is far different. You get, because of the huge value for the kind of stuff I do. You get, so this motivational comedy. Now let me answer that question. Now it all started from me observing the comedy scene. You know, so we have people doing music comedy. We have people doing personally, I hate one day. One man. One place. Bro, there was never any day. There was never any man. There was never any place. You understand? So
no subs intended.
Yeah, it was not that kind of thing. So like I watched basically almost all the comedian, watched YouTube, and for some time, for about a period of months and a year, I tried doing comedy like the way everybody used to do it then, but
It wasn't
I wasn't
working.
getting the result I want. Personally, I'm a businessman. You get? So I love, because if you want to sell a product, you need to bring something that will catch the audience attention. I know, okay, I'm a motivational speaker naturally. I love, in fact, funny enough, I listen to people like Steve Harvey very well. I watch his video. Yeah.
It shows.
So I said, why not add humor to what I do? You get? I do say something like a pot belly without a corresponding bank account is an illegal structure kind of store. Yeah, that's also
Guy, come on.
you get? So I have this thing. So I just, okay, let me add motivation to this comedy, so that if at least 10 comedians perform, they will know that there's one comedian that inspire me. When you listen to me, you laugh, you learn, you get inspired. Let me share a story with you. Real life story. Happened last year ending. I performed at an event. After the event, someone called me, transferred some figure in hundreds for me. I won't call the amount. I said, why? Because it was very weird for me to a fellow man transferring such type of huge amount of money, because
if there was nothing.
He said I just stopped him from committing suicide.
Wow.
I went silent for a number of minutes. I was speechless. I said, I don't understand, sir. He said his plan was to just come enjoy himself here for the last time, and he would just, his wife is not even aware of this thing he's telling me. He would just go kill himself and stuff like that. But when he got here, he said out of all these jokes I cracked, there was one line that touched him, which was a line I said, no matter what you are going through in life right now, have it at the back of your mind that one day you will look back and smile. But for now, face front, make motor for no jam you. He laughed, and according to him, that thing did a whole lot of things to him. And he said, no, there's still hope in this life. I dropped a whole lot of lines that still inspired him.
That kind of
but that line. So hearing that kind of testimony give me reasons that,
you say
man,
testimony. Welcome to church.
Give me this hope that, man, this motivational comedy, the truth is, when I started, it wasn't really that rosy the way it is now, because
of course,
my colleagues first were beefing me based on the fact that some of them were even using it to mock me that, oh, this one they do motivation, this one not be comedian. They were not regarding to me as a comedian then. They
motivational speaker.
If they want to,
they will say motivational speaker is on no.
Yeah, all those kind of things. This motivational speaker don't come again. But when they start seeing results, the kind of result I was controlling
became a thing of
envy. And it take result to cancel insult.
When you say stuff like this, you need to do this. You need to do this. Now, I need to hold your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
We need to go on a break. Guys, come on. See you right after this.
Find great choices of automotives on the Urban Fleet app. Get it on your Google Play Store and iOS stores, or visit www.urbanfleet.biz.
All right, still talking emasculated and still joined by comedian Brain Wheezy. Now, what are peculiar cases where men have been weakened? I know you've heard of stories where they say, oh, she's so controlling on her man. She's saying things that she should not generally say to a man. Why are you going to be like that? So, I know that they're peculiar cases because first off is, the reason I needed a comedian to come on the show to talk about this is, you're considered unserious people. But then when I saw you dishing out comedy and then motivation, I said, perfect fit. So, peculiar cases where you feel like men have been weakened.
Okay, I think I'll start this conversation by taking it from the roots. You understand? They say, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous
do? Again, taking it to church.
So, emasculated is you being deprived of your male role, or being male identity or stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll take it from the root. I think this emasculation of a thing begins from parenting. I will say human being is like a memory card. You get the information you put in the memory card. For instance, if you get a brand new memory card, you put Davido song like all through. You put it in an MP3. When you press play, what will you hear? Davido song, you won't hear Whiskey song, isn't it? Good. So human being, either the male or the female, when we were given birth to, they gave birth to us as an empty vessel. Who you are today and who I am today is a product of the process we went through. Good. Sure. So when a child is from a home where the mother is always the let me say, supposed head of the family in, not like in the gender, but in fact, some home, now the mother, they even beat the papa, you understand? You come from that kind of home where the man does not really have so much say. The man is being controlled by the woman, and you grow up watching that kind of lifestyle. Automatically, the thing is going to tell on you, even in the way your life is. Even in the way you choose your career path, in the way you just feel life is just like that. That's why you see some men even behaving like the female kind of. I don't know if you get the point.
We're going to that question.
Yeah, I will go there. So now, in a situation, let me ask that your question again. Let me know.
So, like peculiar cases where men have been weakened. So you have roles that you should perform as a man. For instance, you should be a provider in your family. And you're not coming through like you should, and the woman just takes charge or belittles you in ways that you can't even fathom.
And in most of those cases, what I will say is the cause also. I'll still go back to the cause here. Aside from the parental destiny. Now, as a man in a relationship or in marriage, because this term is marriage talk now,
I mean, marriage relationship,
all of them are the same thing, Financial stability is very important. You can't be a man, work, you no get money, you no get skill, you no get, you are looking for a lady to love you for who you are. My brother, who the hell are you? Even you, do you love yourself for who you are? You get, financial stability is very important, because what makes you the real man, what will give you the control in your relationship is when you are playing your role, you are providing financially. You are there when you need to be there. This parenting I was talking about, seeing the mother being the head of the family in those days, is as a result of the man no get work. The man no the perform in duty as a man. So you can't expect the lady to be providing everything, and then you are not trying to come and be man when you are supposed to be man. I don't know if you get the point.
True.
So now waiting the cosmos of these things. And when these children grow up watching this, although we have two different kind of human beings. There are some people that they can be easily influenced by their environment.
Yeah.
Some people, no matter.
Yeah, they remain unshaken.
Like me now, I started staying alone from a very, very young age. I started paying rent myself and living alone and controlling my life from the age of 16, from a very, very young age. And someone like me, I've been exposed to different kind of lifestyle. If I tell some people today that I don't take alcohol, they don't believe me, because you were
same.
Alcohol, smoke, and some things that guys do. I don't do them. Not because of religion purpose, but my kind of person. And I've been in an environment where if not to do this thing, I suppose don't.
Free.
You get. So that emasculation, being emasculated as a man, if you trace the root, it all still boils down to you as a person.
Okay, but thinking about, I mean, we go to years ago, our forefathers and everything. Then you always heard stories of the mothers are the ones going to farm, and the father is just chilling in the house.
With that one bitter leaf, what would be that chewing stick?
Chewing stick.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, and they say marriages worked then. Would that kind of life work right now in the modern world?
The world has evolved. The world has evolved, and even the marriage where they thought said it worked there is because there was no exposure. You understand?
You really could not question.
There's something. The way you look at your phone when you don't have data is the same way ladies of this generation will look at you when you don't have money. Useless. You understand? So what it makes some of those times, the things of that time work that and are based on that time exposure never today, and when you have the way marriage is even work, then person will just go meet person papa. Go even come through you straight.
True.
Say there's a flower in your
I
compound.
I want to
Baba flower no day village. They compound again. The flower don't come and go find the bone of your bone.
The flesh of a flesh.
You get. So nowadays, now if you even come through my parent, if I'm a lady, you come through my parent to marry me, I may not want to marry because there's no mutual connection. So now this generation Z, where I don't open.
Gen Z.
You need to step up financially. And because I'm not a preacher of be there for me when I have nothing, so that when I have something. Baba, not be there for me when I get not be there for me. Say nobody knows tomorrow. Baba, we know tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Everybody knows tomorrow. So all this be there for me. The reason majority of those marriages work then, like I said, is on the hope that because then there was this very high parental control. As a lady, as a female child, you don't really have decisions. You can't make
Decisions are
decisions.
taken on your behalf.
Yeah, they make decision for you. The kind of man you should marry, the state you should even marry to, the tribe you should marry to, the school you should.
That kind of is still trending though. State you should marry for.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mother. That's a sub for you. We go on
Okay, she know they do like that time.
She know they do
I'm
Yoruba and another trend.
I'm coming for
But we go on another break, guys. Join us right after this.
The Tail Hub is proudly sponsored by Urban Fleet app, a platform where you can rent, list, and make good revenue on your vehicles.
Okay, still talking emasculated. I hope you've loved the conversation so far. Remember that the Tail Hub is proudly sponsored by the Urban Fleet app, available on the Google and iOS stores. You can rent cars on the go and also list your car for rental. Now back to comedian Brain Wheezy, aka motivational comedian. There was something I read online interestingly, and what was written there was schools teach ladies to be more masculine and guys to be more feminine. Do you agree?
First of all, let me ask that question. Is the school in this Nigeria?
Amo, what do you think?
Because
You know, it's a private schools day now where we feel the question. But I mean, just an overview. Let's not even limit it to just Nigeria alone.
yeah. Now, are we on that particular this thing? What I will say is this: you as a parent, before
Still going back to the parents, right
Yeah,
there.
because
Foundation.
everything is you can't leave foundation. Before you take your pikin go one school, first study the school when you want carry pikin go. Because aside from this, a lot is happening in schools these days,
Sure.
which we won't talk about now.
Sure.
But that area of them, the making the female gender outspoken, how they call them?
Masculine.
Yeah, then the other one, it's really something I really don't like personally. Yeah? Because you know, and where this thing is coming from, you know, there was this thing that trended at a particular feminism and stuff like that. So
They're coming for you.
yeah,
They are coming for you.
Feminist, I don't have anything to say on that. But what am I trying to say? It's not that the female cannot do well in the society, but while the female is doing well, don't make the male gender less of himself. You know, less of himself.
How?
You know, now in schools, yeah, there are some, should I say, easy activities going on in school where we say, as a male student, when you participate in it, and a female student participates in it, when the end result come out, it may be INEC'd. So, you understand? In order to make the female feel special in one way or the other, in that way you are killing something in the child. You know, this will also take me back to this issue of first of all the kind of teachers we have in school. You understand? Some of these teachers kill some things. Some of the language. You know. Oh, but I want to see so many things at once. Okay, let me take it a step at a time.
Yeah.
You know, growing a child in a particular school, the languages the teachers use on the students matters a lot. Because some of these languages are more thicker than even the cane.
What kind of language though?
When you tell a male, because maybe the boy fail in a particular subject, or maybe he fails in a particular you now say, Olodo.
You're so dumb.
You are so dumb. Don't get out of here. It's not. Look at this girl.
Look at your
all those words.
Complex issues begin.
Killing their morale. It's killing their morale. A lot of destiny has been terminated on that journey of schooling through the process of the words that were used on them. You understand? Some people even quit a particular line. You know, in the education of this generation, if you want to talk on it, is another, because we are living in a generation where they are teaching you, the school is teaching you to pass exam, not to be somebody in life.
Word.
You get?
Yeah.
So they are expecting you to, like, when a student is not doing well in a particular subject, the teacher will start trying to mess with his emotion and stuff like that, without knowing that, for the fact that this child know they do well for this topic, no me say he know they do well in his own life. You understand? They try to pack all the whole subject and
together.
You understand?
There's
Meanwhile,
just
one
that
teacher
pressure.
cannot teach all these whole subjects, and they're expecting one student to
Never saw it that way. You have different teachers
for
teaching
different subjects,
several
in secondary
subjects,
school,
but
and
you
they're
expect.
expecting you as a student.
I never saw it
to
that
have all these
way.
things. So in the way, on that process, as you as the student now, you can't dey fail.
Yeah.
The female, because the truth is said, this will also take me to this direction. In most areas, the female gender are more favorable. I will like use
Yeah, favorable, favored.
they favor them more than the male gender. In most cases, I will give you a practical example. Wetin you as a guy dey struggle to get, a female no go struggle to get that thing in some cases. I don't know if you get the point.
In some,
I was saying in
in
some cases.
peculiar
Yeah.
cases.
So the thing starts from even the school. You understand? You get some punishment where they give the boys, where they say they know they give the girls because this girl fine, this girl. Even as a teacher, I'm telling you the thing, they happen for school. You get that thing is killing the man in that boy. It's killing the man in that boy. So this topic is very wide. It will take us to. So
But as an individual, have you ever felt emasculated?
no, my kind of person first. I'm not. It's with all sense of humility. It's not pride. My boldness don't dey from small this thing. Nobody feel, because I have this kind of boldness that I can face anybody, any kind of crowd, any human being where you be, any personality where you be. That, in fact, one of the things that's helped me in this my career is my boldness and when networking.
Yeah.
I can be talking to a Dangote today. It's not pride or anything, but I just feel we are all human beings. We breathe. So nobody can make me feel less of myself.
No one is breathing more than the other. We're all breathing the same air.
Nobody can make me feel less of myself. So I've never been emasculated, but do you understand? Because
Let me go to this question.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's important to talk about it. What do you think about shims and transgenders, right? Because, you have men that are now taking on the look
opposite
of females. Some say it's for clout, but I can't but seem to just does it really make sense?
Oh my god, I love the word you use. You use shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's all over. We see shims on IG, so
give you birth to a boy. Telling people I just give birth to a bouncing baby boy. Then many years down the line, you can't even. Where is that your?
You can't even differentiate.
You can't differentiate a meeting. Where is that your boy? Oh, sorry, your
shirt.
Personally, it doesn't sit well with me. There's no should I say advancement in technology, or there's no easy trendiness that will make me to see any sense in that thing, or there's no, how will I use it?
But if it's working for this person who wants to become a shim or dress like a lady, do we then go ahead to judge them, or do we just?
No, the thing is, my life is this. I know they judge any kind of lifestyle. If you like, see, you won't get the two at the same time. I know gay, but no your career near me, no career near my family, no career near my child. No, we don't have anything to do together. You understand? Let me say this. Any lifestyle you want to keep, that when you get to 70 years of age, you can't actually
be proud of it.
It shouldn't be a lifestyle you will keep, because you go give birth now. Okay, I'm so sorry to mention them. This James Brown and Bobrisky them. Me, one thing I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for when they will get to that 70 years. Because the truth is, you can't. God don't give you manhood, you don't get that. You are a man. Now, what did God create you at? They don't give birth as they did. They can't like produce a child, like they can't have a womb. You understand? Good. So if you get womb, you are a man. You are no. I don't know if they are making any plan to marry anybody that will give birth for them and stuff like that. So okay,
they can adopt. That's the way to go.
But it means when you are out of the face of this earth, your generation is gone. You don't have a real fruit of yourself.
Offspring.
Yes. God give you manhood where if you use produce children, you say you won't go adopt. Because you have chosen a particular lifestyle.
Guy, are we coming so deep? We go on another break, and then when we return, the conversation definitely kickstarts. It's still the Tail Hub, powered by Priority TV.
Find great choices of automotives on the Urban Fleet app. Get it on your Google Play Store and iOS stores, or visit www.urbanfleet.biz.
All right, just before we kick ourselves off the set, one last question for comedian Brain Wheezy. So independent women, I would say that I consider myself as one, growing up with just one sister. We didn't have any boys in the house. So there were certain things that we just did ourselves. So something is, one wire is not connecting, we'll work it. Connect TV, we run it ourselves.
You know that kind fuse.
We go, on a pure level.
Oh my God.
So imagine such a woman gets married or gets into a relationship, and you have a man, and the man, okay, so you tell the man, please come fix the fan. Or come fix the generator, or come change the plug in the generator. And the man says, I'll do it later. And you go ahead to do it. There was something I saw on YouTube, and they said, in such a case, just be patient for that man to do it. You don't need to show him that if you can do it, then why are you with him? Right? So do you feel like that sort of works? Or
I think everybody
should just do their thing? Or there are specific roles?
I'll start by saying two cannot work together unless there's an agreement. Amos 3:3. Yeah. So the reason we're in this together, marriage is like partnership. It's like teamwork.
It is.
You understand? If there's something you can do to enhance the success of what we are doing, I shouldn't be feeling bad because you did it. Same thing, if there's something I can do, even though it's something you are supposed to do, which is cooking or any other thing you are supposed to do, if I'm in the position to do it, I should do it with joy in my heart, not feeling that, oh, this is not job responsibility. So
if your girlfriend or your wife did that to you, you would appreciate it?
I'll be very I love independent ladies. Yeah, I love them with passion, because I mean, we're in a generation where una not too plenty where they independent. Yeah, una not too plenty, just few people. And these are, although the independent ladies will not get pride. Because there is a thin line between self-esteem and pride.
Sure.
You get when you're an independent leader and you have self-esteem, you carry yourself well, it's good. We are good. But when you're now trying to demand being bossy kind of something, that's where we will get problem. You understand? Because too much of everything is bad. You understand that kind of thing? But when you know how to draw the line between you being there when you are supposed to be there and you being always wanting to be there. You know, these two different things.
Sure.
For instance, this thing you just give an example for what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not available to do it. You now do it. But not what I'm available to do. You know I'm about to do it. But you want to prove the point that you can still do it. You understand that kind of thing? So, but in all ramification, I'm the kind of person that if you're in a relationship with me, you hardly get problem.
You know, the thing is, you keep saying if you're in a relationship with me, and question I'll ask I would tell people right now is, I feel like you're telling people right now that you're available for a relationship. Because you keep saying if you're in a relationship with me, if you're in a relationship with me. So, at the back of my mind, comedian Brain Wheezy is selling himself out. So if you see something in him that you wanna, go for it.
Follow me on Instagram, BrainWizzy official. Just shoot your shot in my DM. If the bullet reach me, I go cash out.
And then I probably need to add this, because we've heard peculiar cases of ladies saying, "Oh, my husband didn't do this. I sex starved him." I think that's the wrong way to go. Sex is food for men and food for ladies. So give it to him whenever he wants it. Exactly. So last words before we wrap up. Any exciting projects coming?
All right. For those of you meeting me for the first time, I will still introduce myself again. They call me the motivational comedian. I'm wealthy, in case you care to know the source of my wealth. Health is wealth. Yes. So basically, I'm working on my event coming up September 24th. I beg. I used to go to beg. Now the only work why they do be this. You understand? 18th September is my birthday, and September 24th, I'll be doing a show, The New Beginning. It's something you have not witnessed anywhere, because I'm coming up with a very new. This style I'm doing is already new, but I'm adding something. I'm sure you've not watched anybody playing piano when performing before. Yeah, so something new. So September 24th, I'm doing my event. Support me. Just go to my page, BrainWizzy official. You'll get the full details of the event. I think that's all I will say for now.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Till we come your way again, remember to live love and be happy always. Motivation speaker right now. Thank you so much for joining us on set, comedian BrainWizzy. We look forward to your show coming up September 24th. My name is Faye. Until I come your way again, it is bye for now.